This podcast brought to you by lineupmedia.fm.
Yeah. Break out the bottles.
Roll out the carpet.
Oh, let's roll out the carpet first.
Bring out the bottles.
Then you bring out the bottles.
That's what Bravo.
Yeah, there's an order.
Mighty high.
There is definitely an order. Oh, shit.
Coming from
Welcome
LA, baby,
back
we
to
call it
another
low.
episode of Armenian Nights Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. You can catch all of our episodes and past episodes and future episodes on ArmenianNightsRadio.com. We're part of the Lineup Media Group, which is Lineup Media FM. You can check it out there. You can check us out on YouTube at Armenian Nights to Comedy. And also another one of our offshoots, which is awesome, is Michael Passion Comedy. And joining us today is Michael Passion to my left. Say what's up, Mike.
Sick beat.
And also joining us in the studio is Armin Babasalukian.
What's up, you guys?
Babasalukian.
Love being here with you guys.
And speaking of lovely, we have the lovely Moses Sugar Shakarian. Which
I resemble that.
you resemble that comment.
I do.
And last but not least, we have the beautiful and lovely Miss Mary Basmajan.
Oh, thank you.
They're all lies. Yeah, so right off the bat, we want to talk about something really funny and really light. We wanted to talk about the recent events that happened in Orlando, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw it to the resident gay in the room. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to Moses
not
Shakarian.
offensive at all.
Moses
That was really
Shakarian,
good.
which knows a little bit more, probably more in depth about the subject than...
Not offensive. Not offensive.
I'm offended.
You should be.
You should have started with Passion.
Yeah,
the
I
resident
agree.
gay,
Being Passion.
Michael Passion.
Yeah.
Stage name Passion. I mean, isn't it obvious? What else do I got to do?
Right. Yes.
Well, I could tell you.
But go ahead, bitch. You start.
I mean, if you're
There's
living
some
under
requirements
a rock,
for a card if you would like
Ladies
to join.
first, so I understand. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to just go ahead and forget that.
we're just going to go
Mary's
ahead and get
here.
I'm used to it.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that a woman talking? I hate that. Obviously, it was a very tragic incident, and here's the thing with it is that whether or not it's gay people or not, mass shootings keep happening.
Yeah.
Of course, I take it more personally because it was a bunch of gay people in a club, and it was during the season of Pride, the summer season.
The summer season of Pride.
The summer,
It sounds
yeah, it
funny
is
when
in
you
the
say it like
summer,
that.
but it's true. And I was at the Pride Parade here in Los Angeles when
The next day.
The next day, I found out that morning.
Yeah.
And then I went to the Pride Parade, and while I was at the Pride Parade, I got a Facebook message from somebody saying, "Hey, be careful! They just found somebody with a bunch of, basically they called it a small
That was
arsenal."
disaster averted right there.
Yeah, it was. Luckily, the guy was an idiot and called into the police and was like, "Hey, I'm going down to Pride to kill a bunch of people." And they're like,
Did he? Is that what
"No."
happened? I thought someone
Yeah,
else
basically.
ratted him out.
He admitted to it.
Wow.
And
So he didn't want to do it to begin with because he's ratting himself out.
I don't
He's
know,
giving
man.
himself up.
I don't know if he wanted. I mean, it seemed like he wanted to do it. Maybe he's just not the smartest. I mean, generally,
Thank
crazy
goodness.
people don't really figure out logic too well. But yeah, so I was at the Pride Parade and I found this news out, and it was horrifying. And then as we started going, and there was a huge law enforcement presence,
Right.
I felt a little bit safer. And then it felt more like, you know what? Fuck you. We're not going to stop being ourselves, and we're not going to be scared.
Yeah.
And that was the most important thing. And we actually ended up having a really good time. But that being said, I guess the most important thing to me out of all of it, other than stopping hate in all forms, whether it's, cops in Glendale against Armenians, or people in a club against gay people or black people or Mexican people or anything else, I think the point here is that our country has a serious fucking problem and we need to address it. It doesn't happen in other countries, and other countries have guns. And I don't know
I think
what
it's
the answer
culture.
is.
Do you think it's more culture than
I
it
think
is
so.
like guns?
No, I think
quote,
guns
unquote?
have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, but I mean, Canada has just as much guns as they do over here. Remember Bowling for
No.
Columbine? The guy was pointing it out. I mean, I think it's more a crazy situation than a stupid situation.
He was pointing out that there's less concern about safety there in general. People leave their
Right.
doors unlocked when they leave the house in Canada.
So it's culture.
It's a cultural thing, but I think also that there's a law that came down today, which is 2 weeks from when this is going to air, so that basically just ruined, one of the key fundamental points of the Fourth Amendment. And the Supreme Court passed a case saying that if evidence is found after an illegal stop, as long as that person has a warrant and it can be as stupid as a speeding ticket, then all that evidence gets to come in. And that directly flies in the face of the Fourth Amendment.
Right.
If we get up and we say what we want to say, and that's the First Amendment, that's been curtailed time and time again throughout history. But the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, which originally was for a militia to protect the states against the federal government and had nothing to do with individual rights, they made it that way years later. We can't touch that because apparently Jesus wrote that one.
Right.
But all the other amendments can go fuck themselves.
Which, by the way, I violate every single time I go out in summertime because I bear these fucking arms all the time.
Look at them guns.
Look at them guns.
Just
That's
don't put a
right.
skull on that gun.
No, that's right. You can't have skulls. You can't have guns with skulls.
Thanks, Mo.
You can't have bullets with skulls. You can't have any skull-related memorabilia.
Everybody, the Armenian Matthew McConaughey is here.
That's right. I'm the Armenian Matthew McConaughey. And
Drill sergeant.
I'm playing my new role. I'm making a stretch on this one. I'm actually going to go for a Texan. I'm playing a Texan in my next movie, and my name is Scargin Skibbity Boo Boo Boo.
He's a very scat related.
I'm a scat man. I'm Sergeant Skullfucker. That's right.
Oh my God.
Because I will fuck you if you have anything with skull-related memorabilia.
Oh my God.
Very good. That's good.
Yeah.
But not to make light of a serious issue. I think that it's an important thing that happened. It's the biggest shooting in American history, and it's not the fault of ISIS. Okay, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a crazy
I've seen
person.
that,
He's
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Why aren't people fucking pointing
No,
that out?
they
The guy is
just,
just...
they just didn't take responsibility because they found out the guy was gay. They don't want that kind of vibe going out there.
No, God forbid, we're mass murdering fuckheads, but not gay.
No.
But the guy was an idiot. Didn't the guy claim to be part of 4 different factions that have 4 very differing opinions and views? So this
Right.
guy is just an idiot. So it's not a gun
was a
problem.
trouble-
And it was a lot of internalized homophobia. This guy was.
I think
was
that was
gay.
the key.
Yeah, that's the problem with it, right? So that's why it's annoying and upsetting to the gay community or the LGBT community when people say it's a terrorist attack. It's not. It's a homophobic attack, and it's internalized homophobia because cultures, very much like Armenian cultures,
and
suppress
suppress it.
homosexuality. And when you suppress something that much, it's going to backfire in your face. And it's unfortunate that it happened in this situation. But I think ultimately, within our own community, within the Armenian community, this is why I keep coming back to this and talking about this. We need to stop all the bullshit, and we need to stop having homophobia in our own culture because it's basically just Armenian on Armenian crime.
Yeah, and I think that you definitely have to be able to look at all aspects of yourself, at all aspects of every single type of person, and be okay with it. Like, why would you care what someone else is doing? Why would you care what someone else thinks? Why would you care
I
what
think
someone
that's
else
easier
does?
said when you're like born and
Of course.
raised here. It's not that easy for people that are like, and I'm not justifying the way that they act towards homosexuals. It's just, it's so different when you've been brainwashed all those years that if you're a man, you're supposed to be like this and you can't, you have to hate gays and you have to do this and they're raised like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then imagine being raised like that and being gay.
Yeah.
Like you grow up literally hating yourself and and all the emotions and everything you feel. But one thing I really quickly wanted to point out was the fact that I'm noticing that the gay community has reacted to this incident differently than other communities have of mass shootings. And in that is they're showing like compassion, not compassion,
Love.
but it's like love.
Yeah.
They're showing love instead of the hate, where like other mass shootings that would happen, like wherever it would happen or like whatever place that it was, that group of people, they would be like super pissed off and they would like write a bunch of shit about Islam and like
tribal
Muslims.
mentality of,
Yeah,
like,
but like I
us
haven't
against-
seen that. I haven't seen that with this. I'm just like, this is just an observation I've noticed.
No, but
like,
there's blame, and the blame is homophobia, and that's the blame.
Yes.
And what bothers us is that it's been turned into some kind of bullshit, like let's go fight the terrorists, which by the way we created. Terrorists,
Right.
It's not about that. But ultimately, look, who cares where you put your dick or vagina or whatever? Like,
Michael doesn't care at all.
he doesn't. I don't judge him
'Cause
for
we put-
fucking donkeys all the time.
That's
right.
I don't.
Old donkey
even though
fucker
they're
Mike.
my donkeys.
I'm not gay. It was an accident. I was
I
walking
will
up the
say-
steps and I tripped and accidentally fell and sucked the dick.
Over and over
Wait a
again.
second. Didn't one of the
I
sheiks or
fell numerous
something?
times.
Someone from Saudi Arabia was saying that he tripped and his dick fell into that girl that they
Yeah,
raped.
and he
remember?
was he was acquitted of all charges because
Yeah.
he accidentally tripped and fell and his dick went into the vagina.
That is
Wow.
some,
That's what I was referring
That's some
to.
awesome
Wow.
aim. If that's true, that is some amazing aim. 'Cause
And
I know-
also-
Or a shitty
Right.
attorney.
And also, good job for him walking around with a heart on all the time.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I've done drugs and I've tried to put my limp penis in somebody. It does not
Doesn't
work.
work.
It's got to be hard.
Thank
Guy's
you.
great
Thank
aim.
you. We
Lesson
really needed
learned.
to hear that.
I can fuck her from a mile away.
And you
Watch
really
this
needed
one.
to hear that, Mo. I appreciate it. I'm going to eat a sandwich and think about that.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that makes me.
What's
a
a hard on if you can't put it anywhere? I mean,
that
the
that-
challenge isn't
yeah.
getting a hard on.
hammer,
The challenge
maybe?
is finding somebody who you're going to end up screwing that they're not going to file a lawsuit or complaint.
Yeah, or tell your wife.
I meant my wife the whole time. Sorry, babe. I was talking
Yeah, I
about
hope
you.
your wife hears this. I'm gonna make sure your wife hears this. Actually, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna
What?
text your
Text
wife
her
right
right
now.
now.
Hey, let me
I'm
ask
gonna
you
be
this.
like, your husband.
2 weeks from now, you're going to be pissed.
Mike, let me ask you this. Speaking of your wife, what does your wife think of the videos that you make? Like, what's her take on it? Because I know that, and if you guys haven't seen any of his videos and any of our videos, please go to Michael Passion Comedy on YouTube so you can check out all of these. And one of your latest ones, which is, I think is your best work yet, is what if we had the first Armenian president of the United States, and what it goes from there. I mean, what does your wife think about all that?
My wife doesn't have a personality when it comes to me. She's just like a straight
seen it
face
and done it.
the
She's
whole
like-
time. When I first met her, it was the same. I don't know. I don't even know like why.
You can't read her? It's hard to read her.
at all. I think she laughs internally. But feels,
That's good. Keep telling yourself that.
Right.
but feels like she just maybe has a guard up, but she doesn't make any comments. She
gonna say
doesn't.
the
She
worst thing
doesn't.
right now.
She's very bad at like expressing herself. Maybe
Right.
maybe to her none of this shit's funny, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because maybe if everything was funny, we would clash. I don't know. It's weird.
I see that.
She challenges you.
But she definitely there's absolutely no feedback from her when it comes to any of my
But
shit.
she liked the last video, didn't she?
My
think she
my
just said
son,
she
my
liked it.
son, he's 2 years old, and when he laughs, because I'll turn it on and he'll laugh. I know it's funny. He was laughing his ass off on this last one.
It's because your awesome
heard it.
faces. that
You
make.
heard it here first. Michael Passion's barometer for funny is his 2-year-old son.
there it is. That's the best way I can put
So
it.
you're totally cool with him being completely exposed to all kinds of, shall I dare say it, racist humor on certain levels of making fun of other races and stuff. I know I would be too to raise my son because, that's how you got to start.
I
it
mean,
out.
look, he's he's 2 now, but he's gonna. I'm gonna raise him, so he's gonna
Possibly
He's
make
gonna,
it to 4.
He's gonna get it all. He's gonna get it all. He's gonna know what's right, what's wrong, and then at the end he'll make the
he
decision.
can make his own decisions from
exactly.
I
yes.
applaud that, actually. That's really amazing of you to do that.
Because
Because I
you
hate it when parents force their own personal opinions down their
there. Yeah,
kids'
because that's
throats.
what it's all about: exposing the kid and exposing people to every single opinion, and then you make your own decision. You're not going to sit there and like force something on anything.
Yeah, like
Speaking
my
of
wife taught
forcing
him.
things,
No, but
how's Armin doing?
I'm doing
How are you,
great, man.
Armin?
I mean, this is a good point. I mean, this makes me think about what we were talking about before, connecting with this. The way comedians used to use the word gay, and became in our vernacular to explain that gay meant bad, gay meant stupid, gay meant everything that you didn't want to be. If someone came in and said something stupid, like you're gay, and everybody would just explode in laughter. It was the easiest way to get a laugh, And this is, I hate being politically correct, but then there's notions you start thinking, okay, that little joke, it means nothing when you call somebody gay, but then that's creating this thing in our culture that gay is bad. It demeans certain people. We dehumanize certain people. And once you dehumanize somebody, once you've you marginalize them, that's when it's easier to kill them. It's easier to get away with,
It justifies doing all the things that you want to do if you
Exactly.
just marginalize a group
Hating
of people.
them.
And how did
killing
this
them,
start from a
hurting
joke?
them.
How did this start from a joke? Like, how can we even say that a joke would do that? But like, that's what stereotypes and creating negative stereotypes cause. I mean, we're Armenians. We should know that one of the root causes of genocide was discrimination, racism, and
Marginalizing.
false stereotypes. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like everything you just said was super straight and hetero, and I don't like it.
Hey Mo, this is for Mo. Before we get off this topic, I just want to say Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, bitch.
Oh my.
I just wanted to tell you the Bible doesn't really.
Yeah.
God's not real. Just saying.
This is the real issue.
Yeah.
And that's the real issue, folks.
I am your God.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus.
there is no Jesus.
Not Jesus either. Thank you. I agree. I think it was Adam and Eve because, as we all know, two men can't make a baby, and I've tried and tried again.
over and over again. It just won't work.
Won't happen.
We keep trying it.
That's good stuff.
Hey, how did Adam and Eve have belly buttons though?
Ooh, they didn't, obviously.
Hello.
What I want to know is who that third person behind the tree hiding, the one that was writing about them was.
He was the one jerking off to watching them.
It was
make
Matthew
humanity.
McConaughey, and I wanted to see if there's any skull-related paraphernalia. I'm checking all you motherfuckers, and I'm even in the first page of the Bible.
We're all
That's
going to
right.
hell, and Mary's first.
I don't mind as long
Yeah.
as there's drinking and smoking down there.
But
I'm
you
good.
got to go through the loading dock in hell because your titties are way too big for the front
This
door.
is true.
So let me.
Hey, guess what?
What? Chicken butt?
Donald Trump just hired an Armenian to run his
Oh,
campaign.
that's true. That's true. How do you feel
I'm
about
very.
that? Mary,
Mary,
how do you feel about that?
I'm ashamed. I'm very ashamed that I am the same race as that person. Like, I'm very ashamed.
In the history of our culture, we've had such amazing figures like Andre Agassi, Cher, Dr. Kevorkian,
William
Kim
Saroyan.
Kardashian,
David Hasselhoff,
David Hasselhoff.
Michael Jackson,
Michael
Miguel
Jackson.
Hokopian,
Bruce Lee,
Boots Lee.
everyone who is great, by the
What's
way.
the
Armenians claim.
Instagram douchebag? Dan.
Dan
Bazarian?
There you go.
Bazarian?
Oh my
Bazarian?
God, I
There,
hate
so-
him
So many amazing
so
role
much.
models,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
hate that this person just came and fucked it up for us all.
I mean, he's probably doing it for the money. Or
True.
What I want to know is what kind of Armenian he's hired, because if it's a Berutsi, we're good. If it's a
It's a Berutsi.
Hayastansi, then it's not going to make sense.
I think he's an East Coast
I think
Armenian.
it's going to be your
Whoever it
sketch.
is probably not even Armenian, like Kim
think-
Kardashian.
I
Not
think
a fucking
that
word.
could be a sketch. That would be very funny.
Yeah, like I
It
want to
is
know
your
which
sketch.
kind of Armenian. No, honestly,
Berutsi.
like if it's a Hayastansi, there's no way he's
His
hiring a
last name was
Hayastansi.
Ian. It's Beirut.
It's got to be Berutsi.
It could be
probably
Barsky.
probably be born here. It's not. It's
Barsky's
probably
Armenian.
not. The guy's
No,
probably just not even
he's
Armenian.
actually a very well-known campaign manager, so it's
Yeah.
not his first round. It's not his first time.
No, he's definitely
done it
not
before.
Armenian.
He's really good at what he does, from what I read.
He's really good at what he does, so obviously not a real Armenian.
Right.
Then I can officially say Donald Trump is also Armenian.
Oh, please don't.
It's
Don't
not
do
like
that.
the when
Donald
we start saying
Trumpian.
that. Whatever. Who cares?
You know what I love? What I love about Donald Trump?
What's that?
His penis in your ass.
His awesome hair?
I was gonna say nothing, but yeah, all of those.
Yeah.
Come on. As a bald person, I have to. I don't agree with anything the guy has to say, but as a bald person and someone of the follically challenged, I really think his hair is amazing because that takes a lot of dedication and a lot of folding, primping, gluing.
I think
Only a
I think
bald
he's-
person would think that that's
Yeah,
amazing.
I think he's hinting for us to get him like a fucking hairpiece for his birthday.
No,
or
dude.
some
What
shit.
if I started growing out my hair? Like, what if I? No.
I
what if
mean,
I
you
started
could
doing it for
try.
a cover up? For
You
a
mean
cover up, I'm
you've
saying.
purposefully been bald this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is by choice. I tell my
okay.
follicles, listen, get the fuck out of here. There's not enough room on this
it's
head.
by choice, like being gay. I get it now.
Of course.
Okay, while you're projecting your issues out onto
You're
this
still not.
podcast, I want to I want to address the fact that there's Armenians out there that support Trump.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a real thing, like massive amounts of Armenians. And how is this even possible? Like when
Because
like
none of them speak English and they have no fucking idea what he's saying.
right? Like is this
They're
really
60
happening?
They just
They're
hate
the
Muslims.
immigrants. They're
That's
the
it.
immigrants. Like when
He's right.
No,
Whatever
they
he
just hate
said.
Muslims.
when
that's
his
all.
is that what it is?
That's
Is
it.
that what
That's
it is?
Yeah, that's what it
Yes.
is. They hate Muslims, and so
Yes.
they're like, "Oh, he hates Muslims, so obviously we're friends."
Yes.
Yeah, nothing else
And
matters.
because of
Kim
the
Kar-
genocide.
Because most of his constituency thinks where they see us, they'll think, oh, they're
The enemy.
the Muslims. They're
And
they have
that's
no
what
idea
I always,
what we are.
And that's what I always tell people on Facebook when I'm arguing with them. And I'm like, if Donald Trump saw you right now, like he wouldn't be able to tell the difference between you and ISIS. Like you are the same person to this
Right.
motherfucker.
Bye,
But-
Felician.
Exactly.
Bye. Yeah.
I just
So
think
frustrating.
I just think he's the quarterback of the team that they back up, so they've got to run with that quarterback. To use a sports analogy,
They're not that
like
smart.
If, like
Right.
if Trump was on the other side and things were switched around, they'd be like, "Well, Hillary, I like Hillary," because it's like this. They like to be black and white and see things like humans can't see anything other than just black and white issues.
It's
So-
official. Hillary Clinton
Is
a man.
Yes.
and
I can see that.
What is that statement from? That statement is from.
That is from the Armenian U.S. president.
That's right.
Check it out on YouTube.
Brought to you.
So you're telling me that a very famous person watched that video and really liked it? Tell us about
Apparently,
that.
my mom got a call from
Okay.
her sister,
Mm-hmm.
letting her know that she basically called my mom and she was like, "Oh, the guy, Serge's accountant just saw, but tot not at this comedy are president asma hinga kam nail asma khandalus merela vayasa manuk jana saitishla banare."
So the president's accountant saw it.
President accountant is a relative of my aunt in Armenia.
Okay.
So, president accountant called my aunt
Mm-hmm.
Hasamokur and basically
We don't need to know your
and
name.
basically told her
Shout out.
that he saw it. And my mom
Nice.
called me. She's like, "What did you?" Because my mom doesn't.
And the
This is-
president
she
liked
doesn't
it.
have.
This
Yeah,
is
he
8
loved
degrees
it.
of
He loved
Armo. So my
Yeah.
aunt's
it. Which I was telling Mo, that does nothing for me because
No, but it's
Armenian
cool. It's good to
president,
know.
it's good, but then that's it.
And I told Michael, if you know the accountant to the president of Armenia, have him funnel some money to the fucking poor people there.
That's
How about
right.
that?
And then I hung up the phone.
That's what I told him. He said that in a really weird way. That's what I told him. I said, hey, listen here, self. So I says to myself, self.
Hey, self.
So imagine this. Pretty soon we'll all be going to Armenia to visit because that could
I ain't
happen.
going back
that could
there.
Oh
happen.
my God!
I ain't
Wouldn't that be
going
great?
How
We
awesome
get
would
the
that be?
presidential treatment. It's the guys who brought you Armenian neck job.
Yeah, just get him in the house.
U.S. president.
Can we please have Tatul there? Is that
Oh my
possible?
Oh,
God.
that's
We
I
could put
think-
him. You know what? That's funny that you said that. Here's how we can take him over there.
Put him in a briefcase.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I'm going on vacation now,
Correct.
and I'm taking my dog as my therapist dog, as a therapy dog, so I don't have to pay the $250. You're not listening to this, American Airlines. And I have to put him in a little basket
So
under
Arnold.
the seat in front of me. So we could do a 2-for-1. I could take Tatul with me, and he
We're
could
gonna
fit
get killed for this. By the way,
here's the
just
thing:
a
I have no idea who
reference.
Tatul is. That's what's so funny. And the guy hates me, and the guy hates everything. So
That's okay.
Did you say bag, Mary? What did you say?
I said briefcase, but I was joking.
Let me correct you. A fanny pack would be better. let's put him in a fanny pack.
Oh, great.
It'll be our first
Dude.
Armenian singing fanny pack
Oh my God.
that any airport has ever seen.
So how would it
his
sound if he's
son-
in there?
I'm sorry, sir. What is that? Is that a fanny pack?
Yes, let me play it for you. Boom, 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 boom. I'm coming.
We're so getting phone
that's
calls.
wonderful.
Yeah.
We are so getting phone
We're
calls.
gonna get
That's
phone
wonderful.
calls.
Can you press that button again? Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Boom, 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 boom. Stacy, come here. Look, it's a singing fanny pack.
A singing fanny pack. I'd want to buy one if I had a singing fanny pack.
And then TSA comes over. Is the song saying bomb, 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 or is it?
Dude, his son is gonna
I'm
fucking
pretty
call
sure.
us.
And I feel like that fanny pack has one eyebrow.
It would be you just unzip the eyebrow.
Fanny brown pack.
Listen,
That's
just,
what we're calling
just
it. A fanny
disclaimer:
brown pack.
we're making jokes.
Yeah,
These
these are
all
jokes,
funny.
people.
We're
Don't
not
take it
serious.
seriously.
I have no idea who Tatul is, or do I know any of his music, and I don't care to listen to any of his music, so I don't really.
I'm
care
actually a
at all.
huge fan. I love the guy.
Also, he
Yeah.
smells like sujuk.
How do you know that?
Because we all smell like this.
Because we also like Suju.
Duh.
Armin, do you have anything to throw on this this subject?
No,
being
nothing.
being
Nope.
a person of short stature.
No,
Do you have
I'm not
anything to-
commenting on any of this.
Have you ever
But I
traveled?
do-
Have you ever traveled in a fanny pack?
Yes, it was a large fanny pack. Yes, actually, that's well, we get a newsletter about fanny packs along with the elevator shoes.
Fanny pack monthly.
Yeah, it's like how do you travel? You know, you guys get like your travel agencies. We get ours. You know,
Let me ask you a question.
We have
on,
our-
on that fanny pack that you have, is there any skulls on that fanny pack at all? Because if there is, I am confiscating that motherfucker next time I see you.
So you can fuck it.
So I can fuck it. You know why? Because I am Sergeant Skullfucker, and I will skullfuck you.
Oh my God.
If I can take anything out of this entire conversation, is that I I genuinely now want a fucking tattoo fanny pack. I love that. I think if it was out there, I'd get it.
I would totally buy
Oh
one.
my God,
Dude,
that's
make a
like the
sketch
best
of
thing
it.
ever.
Do you
That'd
think
be
if
the
you made a
funniest
sketch
sketch
out
ever.
of
Jesus
it?
You could see
Christ.
that, just a big
Fuck.
panty pack,
They'd
and you
sell
zip
it at like Ross and like Marshalls and they like TJ
Ross,
Maxx,
TJ Maxx.
Kozanyan,
TJ
Jones Market.
Kozanyan.
I mean, look at the marketing. It's out of control.
Guys, speaking of marketing, we're actually going to go ahead and take another caller since our last bit was so successful.
So
We're going to
successful.
go ahead and go to another caller. Let's go ahead and take one. Pick a number, Mary. Let's go ahead and pick a...
69.
Hello.
Alya.
Welcome to Armenian Nights Radio. How you doing? How you doing, Vaspur?
Hey, buddy.
Vaspur, what's up,
Very
Vaspur?
good. Ախպեր լսի, նայ ախպեր, ես շատ մեծ ֆանատ եմ
Ինչ ես։
Armenian Nights-ի, ապե բայց ես վերջի խոսքի առաջի 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 շոյին եկա, ախպեր,
Okay.
7-8 շոյին եկա,
Okay.
ախպեր, այս խոսքի վրոզի սաղ sold out են ինգեր,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do.
ապե լուչը դուս ենքան մարդակայնած ինգեր, մեզ կարակոսքի տե թատրոն անեք, ախպեր, ջոգում ես,
We could do a parking lot one. That's awesome. We should do a parking lot bit.
ախպեր քոնը ոնց էր,
Mike.
Michael John, կյանքից սատկեմ։ Ոնց, ախպեր ոնց պարանք անենք, որ ես խոսքի մեր կասես թզերի հետ գամ յուս ամսվա շոյին, ախպեր։ Խոսքիս ասմս VIP դնեք բեմ էլի, ախպեր։
I'm the VIP department. There's a couple of things you could do to get on the list.
Yes.
Ոնց է ապա։
Depends on who you're asking. Well, Moses, why don't you tell him a couple of the things that he can do to get on the
Yo, we
VIP
don't know who
list?
this guy is. Be careful.
You can shoot me an email, and I'll describe everything to you over email. It's moses@xtube.com.
Մոսեր ջան, նայ իմ email-ը լավ տղա 323@yahoo.com-ա։ Ապա դու ինձ email արա, վրոզի ես կանեմ։ Բայց լսի ախպեր, խոսքի հիմա ասենք ես իմ թզենին դեկա եկած է շո, չէ ախպեր։
Okay.
Բայց ընդ հայկական խոսքից չաբաց, դաշտի պամիդոր բան չկա, ինգետ մենք ուտենք ախպեր։
Well,
Լսի կարող է կարծում ես բանակիդ քեֆնա։
Ինգետ ջան մենք բանակում խոսքին են բաներ ենք ուտնում, մերի ջան, ոստե կը երազեն ուտեն, եղավ։
Լսի դու կերազ էիր բանակ գնայր, հա։
I have a question for the caller, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Այո։
Do you have a question for us? Because this is very expensive. So if you can just
yeah.
say something normal.
Ուղղակի ուզում եմ թիկետ եկալեմ ախպերը շոյեմ, ուզում եմ գամ դեմը նստեմ ախպերը վայելեմ խոսքի։
Okay, Mike, why don't you tell
Oh, he
him?
wants a ticket. Let's get him a
Food and
ticket.
tickets.
I
We're
can
gonna get
barely
tickets.
understand what he's saying.
He wants
wants
to
a
know
ticket.
why there's not food being served at our shows, Armenian food, and he wants to know where he can get a ticket.
Thank you for
That is
translating.
thank you for translating.
You're welcome.
That is a very, very good question. Actually, we are going to our new home at Haha Cafe in North Hollywood. Ha! We're finally there. That's right.
Nice. So we're flapping away from flappers and
We're flapping away from flappers, and we're going to Haha. We're going to make everyone ha. But what's cool about that is that the one of the owners is Armenian. He understands the needs that Armenians have, and we're actually going to be having Armenian food, a whole Armenian menu. We're going to be offering something that Armenians love: VIP package, platinum VIP package.
Right.
Sonic. That's
I
right.
have one more question for you, ma'am. If it was possible, if it was available,
Այո։
would you buy a tattoo fanny pack?
Ախպեր թաթուլը մեր մոտիկ ախպերն է, այդ fanny pack-ը մենք արդեն ունենք, ախպեր։ Ախպեր մեկ այդ fanny pack-ը խոսք են վախս ենք արել, որ հլը ոչ մեկ չուներ, ախպեր։
You're like the hipsters of Tatul fanny bags.
He's like, I'm happy for him.
Ու այդ ձևը մենք շարակենք ախպեր ու մենք այդ fanny-ի մեջ պահում ենք մեր սրտի բալանիներ ենք։
Do you think it's possible that all of us can have an autographed one here in the station?
Ախպեր, արի ես ինչ անեմ ձեր համար, ախպեր, դուք ինձի տվեք ticket Armenian Nights Show-ի համար։
Good plug.
Ախպեր, մենք raffle կանենք, խոսքի ստորագրած թաթուլի fanny pack ախպեր։
Իսկ եթե ես ուզում եմ որ Tatulը գա իմ fannin pack անի, այդ կանի։
Oh my god.
Ախպեր վրոդի դու շատ բան ես ուզում, բայց խոսքի մենք իրան կասենք, սնթերլիչկը մոտիկանան կասենք, ախպեր մենք ես զենք հանենք։
Բայց ոնց պիտի տեսնեմ, որ մոտիկանում
Dude, one of us is gonna get killed. One of us is gonna get killed.
We're getting shot up at the Armenian Nights.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, our new home is the Haha Cafe. You can all see us and come shoot us at the Haha
Yeah, that's
Cafe.
perfect, Michael.
Can you
Tell them
guys joke
exactly
about
where we
that?
are and where we are.
August 21st, we're going to be there at 7 p.m. It's going to be our brand new show, first show at our new location. We're going to be offering, we're going to be offering VIP package, and you can also check out more details at ArmenianNights.com. And caller, I think Mofsis has one more question.
I just
for you.
wanted to thank everybody for joining us for our eulogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which will be.
Mary,
I think that is the crazy
Go
lady.
ahead, you only have 20 seconds,
Yeah,
caller.
5 seconds,
Go for it.
caller.
Mary, balesi Mary, դու ընկեր չունես։
Secret kashi, հա?
Միակ չունեք իրար cheesecake
Դու
factory։
դու միած սա մեծատարով secret kashi գնաստից,
Այն
հա?
մեռնեմ ես քո։
All right, caller. That's enough, man. That's enough. Thank
She likes
you
it when you
so-
get a pussy. She likes it when you get a pussy.
That's right. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Please follow us on ArmenianNights.com. Follow us on all the social media aspects, and we're going to go ahead and take it out with the lovely Nazo Bravo.
It was already done.
That was fun.
It's already done.
Roll out the carpet. Bring out the bottles. Nazo Bravo. Mighty high. Coming from LA, baby, we call it Los.